This industry's but there's a lot of breweries closing down now.
That's right. I think next year's probably going to be most of them close.
Running the industry, they're just destroying it and oblivious to the fact that they're responsible for what's going wrong.
Hey guys, Dave from Wildcat here. I'm joined with the owner of Gorilla Brewing, Paul, and the homebrew master, the #1 winner of the stouts category of Who's #1.
Can we not say good stuff about him?
You're too kind, Dave, and you're not kind enough, Paul.
All right, so we're going to do a few categories of videos. State of Korea beer. Oh, this is
Let's not do that, because I'll just start talking about how.
Oh, I was going to do that. I was going to talk about that anyway.
Let's do it, dude. It's hard.
You know what? Like, we did a podcast, and because this industry's
He warned me he was in a worse mood than the last podcast we did, and he wasn't
doing this shit.
We've been filming for about 4 minutes, and oh man.
Anyway, that's what I think. Maybe you shouldn't use that footage.
I think I'm going to start.
I'm not even in there.
All right, guys, let's be honest. What's the real state of Korean craft beer? The first question is.
Oh, that was honest.
Can't even read this.
It's his own writing, man.
Yeah. What do Korean drinkers actually want right now? What's the hot beer right now?
Well, none of us are Korean.
Yeah, but you've been brewing in the Korean.
But I don't know.
Well, you made a pepero beer, right? Like the pepero.
Yeah.
I saw photos.
Didn't sell out.
I think people want light and fruity these days.
No, that's what Kevin wants. Light and fruity.
I like heavy and fruity.
I'm just kidding.
Is that why you're on Grindr? What's the question?
What do Korean drinkers actually want right now?
Japanese lagers.
Oh yeah? Yeah, actually it is pretty hot right now. Seoul Tap House has a lot of craft beers, but I see a lot of people, I think it's either Keenan or
These would be
Sasaki.
like a rice lager or just straight lager?
Just like a really light macro lager.
Okay.
Well, the Japanese do a pretty good job of that.
They do.
Way better than Korean.
Ooh, on a macro lager, yeah.
On a map.
A lot of the craft breweries up the industry, so there was a bit of a following for craft beer, but then
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was blowing up before the pandemic, and then something kind of. Well, I think craft beer as a whole around the world has obviously declined.
I think it's just in a cycle. America's still over 20%.
Right.
Just tastes change over time.
Right.
Korea's never really got started.
Right.
Like everywhere else.
There's no
is-
foundation.
Especially
there's no historical love of it.
Sure, most of your customers are probably like tourists.
We are.
We need
on the
to.
company
It
card.
needs to go back to zero and rebuild.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of breweries closing down now.
That's right. I think next year's probably going to be most of them close.
We keep saying like it's reached the bottom, but
Right.
then it gets worse. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It can always get worse, unfortunately.
What is it? Yeah, actually, I went to Florida in February. Well, I went to Green Bench Brewing. Like, coolest culture in America is that people will come with their dog at like 2 p.m., walk their dog, sit down, have a couple of beers with their dog, reading a book, get up and leave. But you never see stuff like that in Korea. But just like casual people will be doing outdoorsy stuff, pop into the local brewery, just
Have a pint,
just
yeah.
have a pint or two, and then go on about their day.
This feels like a podcast, right?
Let's move on. All right, we got 4 more questions. Biggest challenge for small breweries. This is a good one for me because I'm a small brewery.
Oh, okay. Should you answer first? Yeah. Should you answer first or last?
I can answer first. Cash flow.
Okay. fair
Well, I
point.
think cash flow is the biggest problem for every
Biggest
business.
problem.
I can't relate.
Come on, Kevin, let's hear your perspective on this side.
I think, well, there's so many breweries, and even smaller cities have them now. I think trying to break out, and like I said before, the foundation's not here. The love of craft beer has no foothold here, really. It's still very new, even at a decade old. So I think opening a brewery right now and having a market in a city of 150,000 people with no foundation of a culture that loves that stuff, it's not easy to get it out the door and have people embrace it. That means cheap soju and cheap beers at a samgyeopsal place, right? So, I can't imagine it's easy to get it out the door.
All right, one reason to stay optimistic about.
Whoa, I didn't answer the question.
Oh, do you want to answer that one? Biggest challenge
You've
for small
agreed on
breweries?
cash flow.
Oh, cash flow is, yeah, especially going into the winter.
Yeah. Yeah, the winters are brutal. January, February.
I think there's just, what was the question?
Biggest challenge for small breweries. And there's a lot of them now.
Are there?
Yeah, like
There's a lot closing. The bigger ones are closing, I suppose. So maybe being small is a good thing. It needs to be sexy, right?
It's easier to survive if
There's
you're a
no
cockroach.
sexiness.
Yeah. 3 more questions. One, Paul already kind of answered.
What was
One
that?
reason to stay optimistic in 2026. I think you said something about.
Optimistic. Well, we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
It's not easy to be optimistic.
It's not. It's bleak.
The economy is going to double in size. Everyone will have so much disposable income that craft beer will just be on every street corner.
I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Forces you to kind of dig down and reinvent yourself in a way.
It's doing well in China at the moment, craft beer.
2 more questions are left. So the next one is, if you could change one thing in the industry, what would it be?
I'd get rid of Kevin.
Damn, that was
I'm
quick.
like free marketing for every brewery. I'm not going to claim to be a saint or a hero, but just really.
I wish there's one thing I wish I could change. Being and brewery owners can sometimes be have their guards up, so it's kind of hard to form kind of meaningful relationship with the Korean brewery owners.
It's interesting that you feel that too, because I always thought it because I was white.
They form these.
Is there a lot of
cliques
like
where-
fence in between the emotions and just like don't want to get close?
Well, actually, let me tell you a quick story about the first time I did a collaboration beer with like 5 breweries.
Okay.
One of the brewers from the collaboration beer, usually like you take a couple kegs or something in a collaboration beer. That's like the normal thing to do. They bought 0 kegs and I was at a beer
Who
festival.
were these 5 breweries?
No, you were one of them.
AI, is that the AI one?
No, but
Is I one of them?
it doesn't matter.
Collaborate?
It doesn't matter if you don't buy a keg, but the thing is, like, the head brewer of a different brewery came over to our booth and was like, "Can you try this beer?" And I tried it, and it was the same recipe because we posted the recipe on the group chat.
You're all sharing.
They brewed
right?
the same recipe that we made for the collab beer, and then that's like kind of weird. But afterwards, he's like, "Which one is better?" And I'm like, "Dude, this is the worst." Collaboration beer that we've.
You're not going to name who this is either.
No,
are
of
you?
course not. I'm not blasting on a video, but
Oh, you should. Just, I think like we
just
should
that type of behavior. It's like the other foreign brewery owners are a little bit more open-minded and more chill. Sometimes when you're like trying to collaborate with like Korean brewery owners, it's like very cutthroat and steady.
But I think those people in my mind will be the ones that fail first. Well, it
probably.
seems like they are.
Yeah.
Right.
But I've hit a level of fatigue now where kind of like I don't want to like go out of my way to try to talk to some of these people anymore.
Yeah. Well,
Which is kind of sad. If there's one thing I could change about the industry, that would be it.
I probably would agree with you in some way.
Right.
Yeah. I've not really enjoyed a lot of the people
In the industry.
in the world.
Yeah.
But like compared to like collabs overseas, there's no real buy-in to it. It's just doing it just for the sake of doing it rather than actually like trying to learn something from each other and use it as a marketing experience. The people that are running the industry, they're just destroying it and oblivious to the fact that they're responsible for what's going wrong.
Last question. What style do you think will grow the most next year?
Sour IPAs, fruited sour IPAs.
We're brewing one for Brew Force 5.
People want. I think people want to go balls to the wall. It's an IPA with fruit in it and sour, and we're doing it. I think.
So probably like Andy Green might be right for the first time. I think it might be like simple lagers, something like that.
Right, yeah.
Because there's no real fan base at the moment. So we have to try and bring people into the industry rather than like
So you're saying barley wine.
Aged in port casks for 6 months.
lager.
Why we brew. The basic concept is that everyone has a story, so let's hear it. Kevin, how did you start brewing?
Basically, I got into makgeolli first. I drank it at a store, and then I learned that there was makgeolli classes you could take. I did that, and then many years later, one of my friends, John, said, "Hey, there's like a gongbu or a gongbang in Seoul that makes beer, and we can do it together." And that's how I learned to make beer. So I've been brewing beer for about 4 years now. Started with makgeolli.
I don't want to answer this. I've answered this a million times. Next.
Guys, I started in high school or in college with my college friend. We made some of the worst beers possible, and he was so dedicated to this.
What changed?
I got really depressed during the pandemic and decided I needed to do something besides jiu-jitsu. Something about rolling around with your friends in a basement. Sometimes it feels like you just never grew up. All right, next question. What beer changed your life? Paul, you can start with this one.
Every time I drink, it changes my life. It makes me a better person. And but I can't think of anything one-off that changed my life.
All right, third question, last one for this skit. What is your brewing philosophy in one sentence? Who wants to take that one first? Pretty
let
easy
Paul
for
go
me.
first.
California, Korea, fusion brewing. That's like our brewing philosophy.
But you've been working on that answer for like
No,
weeks.
I haven't. I actually came up with these last night. You can tell because
12
the
hours.
handwriting.
Well, at least overnight.
I was trying to
just
read him.
throw this out.
We're being sprung on right now.
being
Your
strong.
brewing philosophy is to like.
Being sprung on is better.
My brewing philosophy is
Yeah.
to hire Ryan so I don't have to brew anymore.
That's great. Yeah. It seems like it's working out for you guys.
I'm doing micro batches too. There's no financial incentive for me to sell any of it. So as a home brewer, it's just try new things and see what happens. That's basically how it works.
Perfect.
Don't be scared of failure.
Oh, it's so satisfying.